So fellas, how do you celebrate your wife's birthday in the middle of a lockdown?
By doing what you should have been doing all the time, putting a little thought and effort into it. Welcome to Happily Entangled AF. This is episode 35.
So on Saturday, Asma would have celebrated. Can I say her age, by the way?
Yeah, you could.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, what's the big deal, We're all getting older, whether we like it or not.
So on Saturday, Asma celebrated her 40th birthday. Happy belated, by the way.
Thank you very much.
Hope you had a good day.
I did, it was wonderful.
And that's what we're here to talk about. Because fellas, not because we're on lockdown does that mean that you get off the hook from creating an amazing day for your significant person, partner, or wife, as the case may be. So on Saturday, she celebrated her 40th, and I had been thinking about what I could do for her in light of all that is happening around us and all of the restrictions. We obviously can't celebrate in the ways that we normally would have, which would entail so many different things.
I
But
would normally fast, but get out of plans. So.
I asked her not to fast on that day just because of what I had planned for her. But it would also entail many other things in years gone by.
After the breakfast, there'll always be something. You did a
Usually
birthday party once.
Right, but usually people are involved, and
Yeah.
that's the main element that was missing, right? However you celebrate and wherever you celebrate, usually it's a celebration with a lot of people involved, and that couldn't happen this year. So here's what I did, why I did what I did, and she will then respond and let you know how she received what I did. So we woke up on that morning, and as we would normally do, and prayed the morning prayer, the Fajr Salah, together. And I had a plan for immediately after that, which was she enjoys, whenever we go on vacation, early morning walks. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to try to recreate a vacation feel for her and take her on an early morning walk. Now, the restrictions in place presently do not allow for people to exercise in public spaces. So what we decided to do instead was not get dressed up for an exercise, but get dressed and just take the long route around Gasparillo to go to the main road and be able to purchase market supplies or any other thing that we would have seen and that would have been available that we could purchase for the household. So if the police stopped us, officer, we're going to buy market supplies.
And we really were, because we needed to get back.
Yes.
So we really.
Yes, unfortunately the places weren't open, but we got up early, and this is like about before 6 o'clock. Yeah, so
We were
around
already
before
on the
6
road,
we were
yes.
already on the road. We started that walk, and we took a nice long walk. We probably passed like maybe about 2 other people on the road alone. It was like really empty and
Quiet.
Yeah.
It was a nice morning because there weren't too many vehicles. Obviously, everybody's still in their bed or just observing the laws and staying home. So it was something else. And then it's like, so you can't go hiking now, but let's pause here at this little stream and enjoy the water flow. And mind you, the rivers in Casper were pretty clean. The water, crystal clear, nice flow, no obstruction. It was awesome.
so I tried to turn the experience, and you have to use a little imagination, right? So I tried to turn the experience, like you said, into a hike for her, because this is something that we would do, right? And so when we would have passed by one of the first houses where they had a one of those pools that you set up, I told her, I said, hey, look, we're passing the first pool. And then not too long after, we passed another house, and I'm like, okay, look, pool number 2 is down there. And
That's true.
you're just kind of using your imagination to go with the flow. And when we passed by the first river, right, which was a small tributary that was flowing into the bigger river there in Charles Street, when we passed that first one, I asked her to stop. I said, stop, take it in. Look, you love bridges. This is the best bridge I could provide for you right now. But stop, take it in. I didn't get to take a photo at that spot, but we did get to take a picture at one of the other rivers before we ended off our walk. So we kind of added some imagination to it, enjoyed the walk, and I know that she likes these things.
We also stopped in at the gas station and we got coconut water and caramel.
So that was the starter pack for breakfast. And like I said, the reason I did it is because she likes hiking, she likes early morning walks when we're on vacation, early morning walks generally, and she also likes anywhere that has a bridge over water that's flowing. So I stopped at all of the rivers that we passed by, even the one that's usually very nasty out on the main road. As soon as you enter the Gasparillo, the water was surprisingly clean.
Yeah,
so we were able to stop,
clean.
and I was able to tell her, babe, all the tributaries that we passed earlier, those were the smaller ones, and look, they all flow into this one. So it played out like a hike, for real. So
Yeah.
how was that received though?
Oh, it was awesome. I thought it was well thought out. I was a little bit surprised because you know, I didn't know what to expect. He just says, don't fast tomorrow now. I have a whole lot of things planned. And I'm like, okay, no problem. He's good with surprises, and it's always well thought out. So I really enjoyed it. So thank you very much.
You're welcome. Now, that was just the starter pack, right? Obviously, now the birthday plan has to include some breakfast because I asked her not to fast. So, I had a plan in mind. We came back home, and as soon as we did, we both went and emptied our bladders, made sure we were functioning on empty bladders after the coconut water, of course. We jumped into the vehicle and we went down to the quick shop. I took her down to the quick shop in San Fernando, Rushwood Street in San Fernando, to go and pick up some fresh Saturday morning hot sauce doubles. Now, I will say the reason I did it is not because she's a doubles fan. She's not normally crazy about doubles, but I fitted that into it simply because doubles is scarce right now, and you know, searching out that thing that is scarce or that thing that is not readily available and making it a part of the day. I know she would appreciate something like that. And the thing is that normally on her birthday, it's a Muslim thing, right? On days like these, you not just fast, but you also tend to give some charity. And charity could come in many forms. It's not always about, like, you know, giving things, money to the poor or whatever. You know, charity comes in something as simple as a smile. So we tried
some charity.
We did give some charity. We bought extra doubles and we dropped off some for like some of our friends, etc. Like surprise them. I remember we stopped by Ryan and they, and we just asked them to open their gate. We left it in their gallery, in their porch for them, and we left. So like there's no interaction with anybody, but we're just dropping it off and moving again, because that's like a form of charity that you're giving in that particular regard. You know, you're spreading something. The birthday girl is giving this as a gift on her birthday, kind of thing. You know, so we did that.
Sorry, answers by me.
We did that. We came home and we had breakfast with my mother, and it was a really enjoyable experience. The doubles was still nice and warm, and it was pretty good.
The best part? I didn't have to fix it myself. You fix it everywhere.
Yeah. So that was part of the experience. We had breakfast with my mom, but I also knew her and her mother as well, and I knew that her mother would have enjoyed some doubles as well. So when we were at the quick shop, I asked her, I said, do you think I should get for your mother? She's like, no. I said, listen to me, I know your mother is going to like that, right? And so said, so done. When she told her mother, you told your mom that we were having doubles or something, right?
No,
you sent her the picture. Right, we sent the picture on the family chat, and her mother immediately asked, oh my god, am I getting two? And little did she know, we had already purchased those doubles to take it down for her. So we also went down to Piparo by her parents to deliver some doubles, and she would have gotten a chance to see her parents there as well.
Yeah,
so
we got flowers as well. We got orchids and anthuriums from my father's garden.
Yeah, so that would have added to the surprise elements of the day. Yeah? And that took care of breakfast. We came back home. By the time we came back home, that was like almost midday. Was that when you fell asleep? No, what did you do at that time?
Something else, I can't even remember.
You did your thing and I started to do my own thing, so we had some alone time there, which wasn't for too long a period of time, but then that took us into lunchtime, because I told her I was taking care of breakfast, lunch and dinner. So that took us into lunchtime, right? How was I going to surprise this girl with something for lunch that I knew she loved?
And he says, you're gonna get cheap lunch today. I was like, well, okay, no problem. I'm not even going to try to figure it out.
Not like breakfast was a super expensive thing either. But for lunch, I basically left her home. I told her I was coming back just now. I drove out the road, and one of the things that she loved after we had it, after she had it for the first time when we had gotten married, she fell in love with sushi. And all the restaurants are closed, but Super Farm has sushi on the go, and I kind of went down there a little before lunch because I didn't want to go and they were sold out, and I also wanted to get it fresh. So I went down to Super Farm. I went through all of the rolls, because some of the rolls, I think it's the nigiri rolls or whatever, they could be made with alcohol, etc. So, well, a kind of wine. So, I went through all of them, read all the labels, checked out my stuff, made sure we were good to go, and I got us 40 rolls. Tiny rolls, not the regular big rolls that you'd see. 40 tiny rolls.
And they were good.
And they were good. And I tried to mix it up. We got one with salmon and one with crab, right?
Yeah.
Right? And I came home and we had sushi for lunch together. And she fed me this time around. you know, and
That was my charity.
so that was awesome for me. How was that for you though? Like
It was
having
really
sushi
good. It was a nice surprise, and especially having sushi in this lockdown, and we've not had for a long while.
Yeah.
Not since like
a long
March.
time.
Yeah. So it was nice. It was a nice surprise.
And that was when, between the doubles and the sushi, she fell asleep.
I had to take a nap.
But what she didn't know is while she was asleep, I did some work, and then I sort of timed it a bit, and on my way home after I had gotten the sushi, I was hoping to be able to pick up some corn to be able to make her favorite dish for her for dinner, which was actually the only thing that she had asked for her birthday. She told me jokingly sometime before, you know, to make her curry corn for her birthday, and I was a bit concerned because I wasn't getting any corn, right? But when I was coming back from Superfarm, I passed all the vegetable stalls and nobody had any, and eventually when I re-entered Gasparolo, by the time I left and came back, they had set up and they had the corn for sale. So I got some corn while she slept. I came outside, I walked with my chopper, etc. outside, and I cut it up and stuff like that, so she wouldn't hear anything. When she woke up and walked outside. I was seasoning it at the time, right? I just washed it and I was seasoning it, and you should see the look on her face. Now, I personally don't think that I make the best curry corn, but she loves my curry corn, so I don't know if she mama guy or if she just genuinely love it, but
it is really good. If you've ever sampled it, you'll agree. Although one day, my mommy had competition.
Yes, and Ronnie and I as well. My cousin and I,
yeah.
So that was it, and I made her curry corn for dinner, and we had curry corn, me, you, my mother, and my cousin. We all had dinner together. We all lived together. My cousin lives with us, so we all had dinner together, and that pretty much sort of sealed the day of activities.
Dal and rice and baj and curry corn.
Yeah.
You can't get better than that.
Yeah. So some real nice home food, nice and simple, nothing extravagant, and yeah, that was it. And for me, the best part about it was that the curry corn was a gift that was given to her, but a gift that kept on giving. So from that, who else was able to get curry corn? Your sister.
Mommy and they got.
Yeah, your parents, your sister, Beans and Quarter.
Yeah.
Who else got some curry corn?
Arf and they would have gotten some.
Right, next door. So a lot of folks would have gotten from it. Yeah. I feel like I took curry corn, or you took curry corn for somebody else though. I'm not sure.
I can't remember.
But yeah, so a bunch of folks.
You know, we love to share, so yeah, it's just in our nature.
So anyways, the point in sharing we hope so everybody hearing us out, you know. The point in sharing this with you is just to let you know that whatever you are celebrating at home, please don't let the lockdown be an excuse for not putting some thought into it. We have so many restrictions, but your imagination is really the limit. Now, the best gift I've always believed is the gift that is thoughtful but also personalized. And I do want to add this. A lot of times when we give a gift of something that we like. So, like, I always have this conversation with my mother. My mother always wants to give people a gift of some sort of dish for their kitchen, etc., right? And I have to tell her all the time, I say, Mom, you like these things. You like receiving these things as gifts. But it doesn't necessarily mean that other people are going to enjoy receiving it as gifts as well. You have to think about that person, what that person, he or she likes, enjoys, or you know that they would like to receive, and give that to them. So it's not about you and what you like to give, but it's about the person and what they like to receive. And that's what I tried to do on that day, and I hope I was successful at it.
You were successful. I think too, like, you have to listen before, so that, you know, when that day does come, you're not like, oh my God, what do I do? Because you've already been listening and you've been paying attention to your partner or whoever else that you need to get a gift for. So you already kind of know in your mind they like these particular things, and that, I think that really helps to make it easier.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. So, whatever you have reason to celebrate, birthday, anniversary, what else people celebrate? Birthday, anniversary, divorce anniversary, whatever you're celebrating.
Just the fact that you wake up and you're alive and you're happy and you're safe.
Yeah.
That's enough to celebrate. Ice cream in the morning for breakfast. Ice cream was for dessert.
There was ice cream. My mother contributed by giving me. She insisted that she wanted to give me money to get the dessert, which turned out to be some chocolate Haagen-Dazs ice cream that she enjoys. So I got that for her.
Chocolate ice cream is the best.
And the chocolate ice cream after the curry corn, it hits a different kind of spot, to be honest. You know,
Yeah.
so that was pretty much the celebration. So please, whatever you're celebrating in the lockdown, personalize it, put some thought into it, and don't wait till last minute. All right, no excuses for a thoughtful gift, even in spite of the lockdown.
So remember to share in the comments below what you would have done for your significant other for
Or
their
what-
birthday,
or what you're going to do.
Yeah, or what you're going to do.
Or what you have
We'll keep
already,
the
what you
secrets.
have already done.
We'll keep the secrets until the birthday rolls around,
Yeah.
and so maybe it might be an idea for us for next year. You never know.
Yeah, and I just want to let you know as well too, if you're hearing that Indian music in the background, I know you'll probably think that we live in an Indian villa, but it's just so coincidental that the second time we're recording outside is the second time that the neighbor is having a little Indian music fiesta happening across there, right? They're not partying or anything, he just like music, so yeah, so enjoy the Indian music, enjoy the ambience, and hope you enjoyed today's vlog. Thanks for viewing. Be sure to like, share, subscribe. Make sure you leave your comments down below, please, because you gotta feed the algorithm. And be sure to join us next week, God willing, for another presentation of Happily Entangled AF.
Bye for now.